lakad matatag!
Normally. Casting where Medallion was being picked.
Yes, yeah.
Is that an option for a Visage as well? Against the Ricky and the Soul Assumption from the Visage, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like they're just chilling. Want to make sure the Spectre gets farmed up. Can't start blocked anyway. No pulls. Keep it stable. Collapse is dead. You know, stick, eh?
I looks like he's struggling against Flame Guard. I'm not sure he can break it. What is it? 140 plus
up
150.
Top. Mako.
Oh, they do get the grab on Mira. Light Strike Array is there as well. And blast down the Primal Beast. 2 kills for that safe lane of Darkside. Ramsey's going to be very happy.
I found out what's happening.
Oh yeah, having a much better time than we've seen recently. And to have a bit of poke against the Spectre. Raindrops and Magic Stick is making her life much easier. They do dive top as well. Ramsey's caught out by that onslaught and trample.
They need this little bit of space. So I would like to see them try and play up this hill. Sort of control that space. But meanwhile, Roger stuck around mid a little bit too long there. And he got snowball, punch, arrow.
He sure did. And I got a D-Ward too. So it looks like just naturally, even without catapults, they'll get a bit of chip damage here as they haunt. Where are they jumping? Up and down all over the place. Yatra are toying with the lich as they blow up Suneko. They also spotted Ramsey sat at 1/3 of his HP. Light Strike Array, where is it? It's going to come, but collapse. The damage. Oh, the raindrops on Ramsey's kept him alive through the Crypt Swarm.
Yeah,
Ancients farm. The 2-3 camps down in the bottom jungles pretty safely as well. But they're trying to kick DK Photos out of here. I said that he's planted his flag, and this is his territory, and he's showing he's not going to go without a fight. Neposhka, one leap, has Wand and Fairy Fire. Oh, it's going to be close here to get another leap up, but the snowball. The Lina disappears. Now onto the Visage as well. Tries to get off the Grave Chill to slip away. The Lich TPing home, but stunned up by the last second arrow. Team Spirit, bring the numbers. That's how you kick people out of your bottom lane. Neposhka is invis for a matter of seconds remaining now as Rebel's Ember. He's got a safety remnant, so he's just toying with him and trying to kill Neposhka with the chains. Mana. He has mana now with a wand. He's got one. It's 45 seconds remaining. I can see the debuff.
Yeah, it's because Tusk was sitting on it, though. He placed it over there on the right hand.
5 heroes on top of the Visage.
Yeah, and with Midas ready in a moment, that's going to be a quick path.
For Suneko. Deary me. There's camping here by the Ancients. Might get the cross kill on Mira, though, as he tries to escape, and successfully so, it looks like. Onslaught gets to high ground. And off to the side, the Roger Ricky. He's on to Neposhka. Mirana down to the Maelstrom strike of the Lina.
He just wanted it. He's like, maybe I can get out.
Lal still fighting. He's 1v2. Ramses has given up on his battle, wanted to go back to farming, but now Collapse is coming in, but he's under a dire sentry. Invis Rune going to give him that sneaky move that he was being huge for them, but instead they dive onto the Ricky. Dust comes out, Mirror's on top of him, but a good smoke screen stops any kind of pulverized play, and he blinks away.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the hold
back
wait,
in, though. Awesome.
Oh, he was desperate for that one. Back to his illusion, and away he goes.
That's interesting. That looks like an Axe play, not like a Haunt. Oh, that's going to cost them, too. Ramses gets the kill. I mean, they're both using ultis, but obviously I'd rather have Haunt than...
They're trying to come in with this smoke from the south. Amber Suneko
dead.
Catching out Collapse. Can the Onslaught see him? Try and push them around, but the Sinister Gaze stops him in his tracks. And the Primal Beast follows the DP into the grave. Now, is this an opportunity?
Combo there, too.
Hello, Dust. Howdy, Roger. Smoke screen's down on the Mirana. They do slide chains her as well. Can they get Neposhka out of here? She's got alive, but under this tier 1 tower. Team Spirit strike. Blowing up Suneko, trying to catch the Ember, but he's jumping to his remnant. While Roger does get dusted in the end.
Oh, the
Familiars gets the escape out. DK Focus and Ramsey's there holding a high ground off to the right, but it's the chase onto Roger's Ricky, which will net Mira a double kill. It looks like he's their target. The smoke breaks, though, onto Mira as DK Focus was atop the stairs. With a smoke and a sleeping dart onto the Primal Beast. They're going to catch him and trap him, but the Ember Spirit! Oh, beautiful fight back from Spirit. The punch into Rebel clears him out, and now the tier 1 looks like it should be the objective Spirit claims, but Lina offering her own right-click damage straight into the tusk. Light Strike Array was there, now Collapse trying to dive. Good onslaught with a trample. Now on top of Lina and the Visage, but it looks like Spirit wanting to disengage. I think Yatoro is making the call that he does not want to fight without his Haunt. just leave any stragglers to fend for themselves, and Ramses comes out with a double kill and a snap smoke immediately back into action.
This is
the third. Oh, no, they do have the horn. That was just the shadow.
Roger
step.
just died.
Yeah, walking into the trees, meets his maker as Lol and Collapse combo him down.
Look at Rebel. In behind like this, too.
Yeah, what's he up to? Two-man chains. Laguna Blade thrown out, and they blow up Mira again. He wandered down to low ground in the river, where it is not safe.
He's just waving.
I mean, dinosaurs left the ocean because they didn't want to swim anymore, and he walks back into the river.
What was he thinking? You're not a plesiosaurus. Come on now.
Does have this halberd, which is irritating for the Lina, as Lal dives into the back, punches Suneko, blows up the Lich and the Ricky immediately. Team Spirit, this is their time now. DK Focus surrounded, but gets into stone form, and Rebel has a two-man chain. Pretty tanky on the Spectre, but that blow-up of Lal with the Laguna Blade, and that Blade Mail does a tremendous amount of damage, but DK Focus, Ramses and Rebel, able to withstand the pain. Turn and fight into Collapse now. There's a disarm again on Lina, but she can turn and continue fighting, but the return of Mira. Board back to pummel the Lina. So Aegis gets expended. Rebel going to return to base to regen and reset. Does have a remnant to jump to now. And T3 4 minutes higher than any other region.
Ooh, smoke pop there, but delayed dust from Collapse. And in the end, wasn't really worth it. Bye-bye, Roger.
Slides away. A minute and a half for Roshan to spawn as well.
But yes, I've heard they're very scrappy over there. And I feel like we haven't had quite as many turnarounds here in comparison.
Oh my god. Oh, Roger's the target you want to go on. That's how you do it. Team Spirit still see Ramses kind of trapped in the shards. Throw the halberd onto her as well. Ricky has a 4 staff.
That's the big one. The 1-4 staff. So
Yeah,
just be careful of the blink punch into Snowball.
Well, they're trying to catch the Ricky again. Mira might have bitten off more than they can chew.
Oh,
Does
they
get
already
changed
collapsed.
stunned up. Now Collapse. Familiar stuns. Gluttony. The root catches her. Death Prophet under the Moonlight Shadow. Do they have revealed to see her? They do. So Collapse. Laguna bladed by this beyond godlike Lina. Had a few struggles in the laning stage, but Ramses has caught up tremendously. Now top of the net worth by a significant 7,000. Just drop it on the floor, destroy it, and buy
yeah, like
one.
it's just chilling in the backpack, you know, no big deal.
Okay. Collapse has to Greaves early to get away from the chains, and another lane of Barracks here for Darkside. Yatoro trying to scout out and maybe get on top of Suneko, but this Frost Shield's proving a little too difficult for... Oh god, Lal! Half his HP disappeared, snowballs on towards Ramses, but he's dead with no buyback. And now with a Sleeping Dart, good 4 staff away, Yatoro saved. And they back up, retreating under their tier 3, while there's Wraith Pact and the Familiars are just bringing down the buildings from safety. There's no commitment from Darkside. Just softly pushing up the high ground and down his final lane of barracks. Mira is in, but the Sinister Gaze is there. Suneko saves the Lina. That's the form of initiation they needed from Darkside. And oh my god, Collapse! Again, just blown up. The amount of damage here from Darkside is just... Oh, you can't withstand it. Every hero that shows their face gets caught, slept, chained, killed. And this feels like game 1 is over. Darkside looking for this first victory of the match.
I wouldn't even call putting up a fight at this point. I mean, Yano was going to try, but yeah, the GG called as he uses the final haunt of the game.
And some good blade mail damage.
Very impressed. I was not expecting that to be so...
Where's Razor
They
gone?
could Timber.
The Primal Beast. Poskers, it looks like he has managed to get himself that small camp available again. First blood grabbed by Collapse. Primal Beast and Mirana. Right on top of that.
Knew him before too.
Super irritating. Jump in from mirror bottom. Starstorm landing on Roger twice. Collapse getting siphoned, but he's a tanky beast. Should be able to come back in and kill Roger here.
Suneko? Stop.
No, he's not going for it. Suneko, yeah, trading out his life in Miposhka. And now the dive bottom tier 1. Tramples there, but replaced by the avalanche and the toss now under this tier 1 tower. Collapse taking a lot of damage. In jumps Mira, doesn't have the mana for Starstorm, has to pop the wand for it. Now out of leap charges, gets a Starstorm off, but it lands on DK Fogus. Doesn't kill off Roger. Incredibly close fought battle there. As mid lane, we get a TP in from Miposhka. That's pretty scary for Darkside. And now we've got Miposhka Up top with a hasted Snapfire behind him. The Cookie and the Scatter Blast should make short work of Seneko here. And this will probably boot Ramses out of the lane. They're pushing this tier 1 tower very quickly with a Nature's Prophet. And Miposhka's even lurking. Got the snowball into Kisses. Doesn't have shards for 4 more seconds, but Ramses is level 4. He's just being blasted and burned. In comes Lol for a final touch with a snowball arrow. Chain stun into what? Leap Star Storm. That should be enough to finish him. Mira will look to claim the kill on the Tiny as Miposhka is being whacked around by Rebel's Ember Spirit. Tiny finally dying with another leap forward, but now Mira stuck behind tier 1 while the Ember Remnants forward. Miposhka does get burnt alive. And Marana slipping away from the grasp of Seneko. So it looks like Spirit can continue to gather up and push out mid.
Could just kill you. Like, you can definitely get like a 500 damage nuke if he times it well.
And Miposhka smoked. He's going to go up there and give the control that they need. They do have another
right, here we go.
Roche, so they see
All right, there goes the Wrath.
But they
here
didn't see the snowball forward. Ramses blown up, and you called it. Long-range artillery strike just covering that ancient area in shrapnel and burnt ground.
Jeez,
Rebels cutting waves bottom.
Ramses is very brave. If he was scouted right now at 400 HP again, you know, if there's any vision, you just die.
You're telling me that
Like, he could literally die on this wave.
Rebel TPing home, but pulverized. He doesn't have a remnant either, so he just dies. That's the tip from Yatoro. But are you telling me Prophet is just getting out of hand now? 10k net worth on him. Gleipnir pretty much done. What do you need? He needs 1,000 gold for it to be finished. Mirror might get picked mid though. Chains in the Tiny combo. And the Sinister Gaze. 5 heroes to kill a support Marana.
Kind of lived
Play a freebie. He's 100 gold away from his blink dagger.
That's Humbler toy.
Oh, feels really bad if Roger falls. Does get a good avalanche out now. Yatoro TPing in as DK Focus. A backstab with the Exorcism. 2-man Spirit Siphon. Lull very close to death, but pops the Greaves. Can he cookie away? It's on cooldown, so he can't escape. Big onslaught with a trample though. 4 heroes being slammed down by the Primal Beast. And DK Focus netted up and rooted by the Gleipnir of Yatoro. Trapped in the Sprout, but incredibly tanky still. Dodges the arrow. 3 heroes lost by Darkside. Spirit just had to spend the life of their mid laner, and they're going to catch a 4th as Roger in the tree line wasn't safe at all. And the DP stepped outside of her base, so 5-man wipe incoming.
Collapse. Friendly roar. Terrorblade is still going to need control and assistance from his allies to get that damage out. And Ember's a good hero for that. So, well, maybe we can get there.
Yeah,
it's going to take a lot of work.
It's going to take a lot of time as well, but if Team Spirit go diving too far like this, a couple of freebies here and there for Ramsey could pay off big time. Kisses launched out towards the TB. They see where he is, and the onslaught lands the trample and the pulverize. Now moving on to another prize of DK Focus. Chain Frost thrown, but the BKB for the Primal Beast is making such an easy fight here for Team Spirit. Rem's not going to give safety to the Ember Spirit. The arrow is dodged, but I don't know about this. Spirit are diving tier 4s. Another 5-man wipe. I don't know what you're up to. For a backstab. The Terrorblade's dead. Now a snowball to DK Focus. Covering fire. Blow up the Death Prophet. And every time they step out on the map, it just feels like, oh my god, the Lich just dies to the freaking Mortimer's Kiss. Collapse is just gonna walk up here. Does he have to BKB? He's holding it. Realizes that he's tanking up without, and now with a Sprout, Gleipnir dispelled up, but the onslaught trample back onto DK Focus. Death Prophet down, and now it is scramble time for Darkside. Try and TP, try and blink. Extricate yourself from this awful spot you're in. But Mortimer.
All right, ready? Mira hits this. Oh! Oh, he's so good! He's so good at Dota! Oh, you thought.
That was a sitter, come on.
Oh my.
It just feels like it's an easy game. They're going to be lacking damage.
You 7 vision for 1 second, there's just this ping. It's this ominous ping on your hero, and then you're dead. Like, it's just, he has the illusion. They send in the snap illusion.
They've got the Ember too! I mean, that's wait.
Let it go,
can
let
we
it
see
go.
the odds now? The odds are going to be like
Just call
10 to 1, 11 to 1, right?
Give me 20 to 1, I'm not taking it.
Give me 100 Dawn, I'm not taking it.
No.
This game's been over for, I don't know, a good, at least 10 minutes, it feels like. GG's all called around, and Team Spirit tying things up.
They're like way more broken than they usually are.
It's like, what are you going to do? You're going to arrow?
The no Blightstone Ench. I prefer the purchasing regen and just trying to bully as much as possible with Nature's Attendants.
Yeah, I mean, if she gets a slow here, I think DK Focus can die. And Chant there. And forward moves Yatoro for first blood, and Chantress claims it. This top lane is already a disaster. A DP's already underfarmed. Terrorblade refill the bottle. Maybe they don't expect Mira to come in here, though. Ember Spirit is 2 creeps away from level 6. Nice avalanche. Stomp's not available because they already spent it, but it looks like they've got plenty of damage. Burst through the Ember Spirit. That dive onto tier 1 paying off big time. While Roger trying to drag the wave.
Oh, nice play.
Catapult wave, but they keep the catapult on the...
Beautiful stuff. You're not even going to miss 1 XP. Good job.
Sineko, 1 lead. That's all you've got. Jumps away from Mira and Lol. Smoke screen's down, but the damage is done. Level 3 Diabolic Edict comes into play for Lol. And they're just sticking around in mid. Tiny Nench staying here, even though Mira has...
Creep, come run down, but there's actually still so much farm being fed into Yatoro because it's 8 minutes in and a Terrorblade's not forced to the jungle. Speaking of unheard of situations, definitely didn't happen last game. Or Ramses.
A fight top rune. Ember Spirit, 200 health remaining, but he's always got that safety remnant, while Roger tricks of the trade and another blink towards Rebel, not available, couldn't quite get there. Collapse, claims another life. Did you hear that?
No.
Maybe I am the princess of nothing. Poor Mirana. Mira tossing back. Roger blinks in again. And the damage from the low ground. Lol finds the takedown, now dominating on this left while top lane. The tower is pushed. DK Fogas trying to spirit side off a creep. Ricky and Mirana dead for a tiny kill, which is grabbed up by the Ember Spirit.
I need last hits, guys. Oh, give me that bird. Oh. He gets to stay above her for a little while longer.
Oh, I'm gonna jump on Mira. They need a kill so bad. Kick Team Spirit out of this bottom jungle. He's got Brown Boots Wind Lane, so he's pretty speedy. Interesting illusion in pop there in the midst of Slice of Fist.
That was pretty cool.
To just jump out of it with a couple of embers.
And it gives them the vision. I think that might have gotten them the kill.
Split from Spirit means everybody escapes. Oh,
and they already exorcism.
Ench is a little piggy, slight chains. But Miposhka's so tanky. 21 still in the back pocket. And now the turnaround from Spirit is going to come.
Oh, they're coming in. Yatoro's here.
Mira moves forward, gets the catch on DK Focus. Yatoro, the big bad. The toss back into the TB, and the Death Prophet dies.
Oh, that feels so terrible. At least that's all they lose, but that was your exorcism fight. That was you trying to defend your own jungle. Ricky's just trying to kill a courier. Can he even get that? Well, he's almost finished 1.
But then he still needs protection against Roar and Reflection and stuff. You know, does he buy BKB? Does he buy Lincolns? Can he just go raw damage? Well, Darkside right now. They are under Moonlight Shadow and they find Collapse. Oh, that avalanche saved him. Sineko, the Sunder. Yatoro dies the time. The Roar to turn around onto Mirana. Toss up into the air and whack into DK Fogas as well. Okay, Yatoro saves the day.
What a deserved tip. Alright, Collapse. I think
Mira did just slay Sineko with the help of Lal. DK Fogas just can't output enough damage. Nobody can. And that big old split earth lands on the DP now with Yatoro arriving. Slow her down with a reflection. And now the avalanche from Mira. Into Ramses. Chrono is big. Wait the damage. It's from the right clicks of the void. He'll get 1 kill, but that's it. Time is up. You've run out of options. And you're losing all your heroes. Yatoro about to drop to the Ember Spirit, but he's a pretty tanky TB. Still falls, but they'll get a double kill on Lal as a trade. And they jump away from Roger. Miposhka's coming. He's got sentries for days. The impetus hit will get them a 3-for-2 trade. But that's your top. Coming in behind Yatoro's Terrorblade. Looks like he wants to try and finish off his Manta style. He's going to get darted and arrowed though. Exorcism and the jump in. The Terrorblade slain. That very, very cocky move there from Yatoro. Way overconfident.
And this is exactly what they need right now from Darkside. This is what won them game 1. And now it could be the secondary catch.
The chains caught him in the midst of a bunch of summons. The sleeping dart into arrow. It's ready again. Miposhka gets him away with a force staff, though. And that's Exo spent for a TV kill. Not awful, but if you don't get an objective on top of it, doesn't feel particularly good.
No, you do need those giant wins right now in the game. But to be fair, it's killing the Death Prophet. Sorry, killing the TB. Yes, you...
Sentry here.
Okay,
nice. That's a rookie here.
Oh. Well, you know... Dig.
Mischance. He bought some time for his team, but oh my god, Ramsey's died mid.
I was distracting them.
That wasn't even Blink. He just gets Blink delivered now. Darkside. Ember Mirana trying to get out on the map. Roger giving that bit of vision. Does see collapse and history up top.
We bathe
And
in
Miposhka
mystic
with that gem going to see the ring coming. Asleep into arrow. They connect and collapse. Spirit not near enough by, and the Beastmaster finally dies. Roger split Earth down into the ground, and Lal beyond godlike. Lesh 10, 0, and 1 right now. And Ramsey is looking for the chrono of his life.
It's the gem. It's the gem. They want it.
Can they kill her though? Full step away and she's healing back up. Slight chains connects the kill off the Ench, but now the split Earth on the Death Prophet. Half HP, DK Fogus, dusted, collapse, and Lal can't finish the job though. Spirit Siphon's actually kept her in fighting shape while Mira chases into Ramsey's looking for the kill on the Faceless Void, and they'll get it. Dead for 48 seconds, and Seneko spends all of his leaves. Still gonna get stunned on his retreat. And Lal is unstoppable now.
No. It was a noble effort. I mean, we set a goal for them. They attempted to achieve it, right?
They succeeded. They achieved their goal of killing
You're
the
right.
Ench.
I'm sorry. They did do that.
It's just too bad that Roger dies now and your bags have fallen. They've got a catch on Lal, but he's got Bloodstone and plenty of mana and damage to play with. Will force away the DP and the Ember Spirit. Now facing off against Ramses as Roger brought back. The Lash about to die. Does get finished off. Yatra with no meta isn't as massive a force as he was a few seconds ago. And now the Sleeping Dart on the Tiny, requiring the double force staff to get away from the arrow. Very well.
There we go. They're just waiting. Just the deposit for Yatoro. That's lovely.
And just flashback to Eternal Envy buying his own bottle to go around bottom and And Seneko just disappears when Lash and Mira find this Mirana. We're able to
folks,
being home.
It is indeed looking a little rough here, but there's a reason why they're sticking up for so long. It is once again the importance of this. If they can manage to claw back a win here, it will help them so much and a chance to go to the major.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I just wanted to reiterate that for you. You're welcome. Team Spirit, though, looking to stay undefeated and also try and secure themselves a ticket to the major. This would be a, like, let's say, you know, if they were to win this, which could happen at this point, as we watch Death Prophet get roared and attacked by a giant dragon.
And Faceless Boy died over at the Dire Entrance as well.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So, where's the gem? Where's my end?
Oh, there is Exorcism. Are you going to fight it? Are you going to try and dart the Terrorwing?
I don't know. The Ramses is not coming.
Oh, the Manta Dodge. Nice try, nerd.
And an arrow.
Dart me.
It's an illusion. Another smoke. Where's Ram?
Very
oh,
sneaky.
Oh, they're coming in from the right-hand side.
Oh, she had Exorcism, but she's dead now.
Yeah,
Alright, big chrono, big chrono, big chrono.
Lal BKB's up. The chrono's under the Beastmaster. They do take down Seneko quickly while the Faceless Void is annihilated. Buybacks up for him as they pop them on DP Mirana and the Void to try and continue this fight. But Team Spirit have so much left to give. The Scardy TV in the meta, shredding through every single person that shows their face in this top lane. A dieback from the Death Prophet, asunder from the TV, keeps him alive against the Ramses Void. No bashes came when he needed them most. And it's a 4v2, another lane of barracks claimed by Spirit. TV shard.
That's a good one.
They don't get the mega creeps though. Trying to leave the Black Dragon there to deal with it, but the catch, the turnaround, Lal and Mira, straight on top of Revel, tricks the trade and the smoke screen down from Roger, and Ember Spirit looking to make a bit of space for his squad, but the slow remnant means the catch up from Lal is there, tracks back to kill the Ember Spirit, and now the mega creeps will come. GG is already called by Seneko, it looks like, as they tap out here in game 3. Game 1 was a good victory for Darkside, but 2 and 3 just felt like Spirit were way ahead of the curve.
Right.